Hey Virgo, I know you didn't come here looking for a spotlight. You never do. You're more comfortable in the background, watching, tending, adjusting the tiny things that no one else even notices. But somehow the weight of it all finds its way into your hands anyway. So if you're here reading this, maybe it's because something inside you whispered that it's time to pause, just for a moment, just long enough to breathe, not to think, not to solve, not to plan, just to be. And if that feels hard, Virgo, I understand. Stillness isn't always easy for someone who's spent their whole life stitching up everyone else's mess. You're the one people turn to when things fall apart, the one who notices the crack before it breaks, the one who always seems to have a solution even when your own heart is quietly unraveling. But what if for once you didn't have to fix anything? What if the world didn't need your perfect timing, your detailed lists, your constant vigilance? What if your worth wasn't tied to how helpful you are, how strong you stay, how invisible your exhaustion becomes? You see, Virgo, you are the quiet keeper of order. You carry a kind of beauty that is rarely loud, rarely flashy, but always present. It's in the way you prepare a space for someone to feel safe, the way you listen with your full attention, the way you notice what others overlook. But I know that being this attentive comes at a cost. Because when you're constantly scanning the world for what needs to be fixed, you begin to see yourself the same way, like a project that's never quite finished, a heart that's always one step away from being good enough, a soul with a to-do list it can never quite complete. And Virgo, that's a lie the world has taught you, not a truth your soul believes. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are just tired. Tired of being the strong one, the dependable one, the one who holds it all together even when no one's asking how you're doing. Tired of hiding your needs because you've learned that people love the version of you that gives, not the one that asks. Tired of trying to measure your worth by how much you can endure. But your heart, Virgo, it wasn't made to endure. It was made to feel, to love, to dream, to rest. You've spent so much time trying to be better, but what if you're already enough? What if you didn't have to earn your peace? What if your softness wasn't something to overcome, but something to embrace? There's a kind of loneliness that lives inside someone who's always on, always editing themselves, always thinking 3 steps ahead. Have you felt it? The ache of being needed but not seen, the emptiness that follows a day of crossing off tasks that no one else will ever notice, the weight of wanting to cry but telling yourself there's no time for that right now. If you have, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not weak for feeling that way. Virgo, your sensitivity is sacred. Your desire for harmony, for meaning, for precision, it's a gift. But even gifts need care. Even systems need breaks. Even the most diligent heart needs someone to say, you don't have to hold it all. So let me say it. You don't have to hold it all. Not today. Not tonight, not forever. It's okay if the dishes aren't done, if the message goes unanswered, if you lay in bed and simply breathe instead of fixing one more thing. Your rest is not laziness. Your boundaries are not selfish. Your emotions are not inconvenient. Your imperfections do not make you less worthy of love. There is nothing in you that needs to be corrected before you can be accepted. You Virgo are already whole. Yes, you are the analyst, the caretaker, the truth seeker, but you are also the artist, the dreamer, the heart that longs for something soft and unspoken. You may not say it often, but I know how deeply you long to be understood, not for what you do, but for who you are underneath all the doing. Underneath the precision and logic and strength, there is a soul that wants to be held, a soul that whispers late at night, "Will anyone ever love me when I'm not useful?" And the answer is yes. Yes, Virgo, you are lovable even when you're tired, even when you fall apart, even when the spreadsheet stays incomplete and the plans go sideways and you don't have the right words for someone else's pain. You don't need to fix the world to be worthy of being in it. You don't need to explain why you're tired to deserve rest. You don't need to perform perfection to earn love. You just have to be. You just have to let go sometimes of the pressure to carry it all. The world won't crumble if you exhale. And you might just remember how it feels to be alive again, not in control, not perfect, not flawless, just alive. Messy, beautiful, vibrant human. Let this be your permission slip to stop, to say no, to step away, to be soft, to be real, to be free. And if it still feels hard, if the voice in your head is still whispering, "You're being lazy or you'll regret this," try answering back with something softer. "I'm not lazy. I'm listening to what I need. I'm not broken. I'm growing. I don't need to fix everything. I just need to be." Your heart has been so patient with you. Your body has carried you through storms you never named. Your soul has stayed even when you doubted yourself the most. So maybe, just maybe, it's time to offer yourself the same devotion you've given everyone else. Not because you're a project, but because you are a person who deserves to rest, to feel, to be loved without needing to be useful. So tonight, Virgo, as you lie in bed and your mind starts to run through everything that's still undone, pause, take a breath, and whisper to yourself, "I don't need to fix everything. I don't need to fix myself. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough." Let that be your lullaby. Let it echo through the quiet spaces of your soul. Let it hold you like a friend who sees you not for what you do, but for who you are. Because you are not your tasks. You are not your checklist. You are not the sum of your usefulness. You are a gift, and you don't need to do a single thing more to deserve love.